can you introduce yourself? And then I'd love you to tell us a little bit about your story. Recently, you had some visitors to your house.
I did. My name is Marian, and I'm from Manor Cunningham, near Letterkenny. I moved here in 2008. I bought a beautiful house, decorated to the nines, and now I have the dreaded Mica. The engineer has said my house is for demolition. So one evening during the week, 5 to 9 actually, I got a phone call from Michael Doherty. Mary, I want to ask you a big favour. And I said, well, you can ask, Michael. And he said, Mary, could I bring 3 bishops to your house tomorrow? And I said, what? And he says, 3 bishops. And I said, yeah, well, okay, Michael. And finished the call. And then when I finished the call, I thought, oh God, I had cleaned the house the day before, which was great. I didn't have to worry about washing floors. I had all the house all neat and tidy. And then I thought, oh God, the grass. But there's no grass in the front of my house. It's all at the back. And I had missed a slot in getting it cut. So it was out of hand, let's put it. And there's only a narrow path around my house. And I said to my daughter, what am I going to do about the grass? And she said, Mom, don't worry about the grass. And I said, what are you worrying about? I said, the bishop's feet. I said, I can't have the men, walking on that grass. But anyway, I kind of took it in my stride. I surprised myself. The next morning, during the morning, there was a knock on the door. Mary, do you need your grass cut? And a neighbour cut the grass. And a neighbour that I wouldn't really have had talked to much, and we'd have a little chat afterwards. Michael phoned me from Buncrana, and he said, we'll be there soon. I said, oh, Michael, I'm still in my PJs, give me a minute. So they arrived anyway, and it was like a cavalcade coming in. They didn't drive down to the house, they parked up over the little hill, and it was all these men walking down and cameras, but I took it in my stride, and they were the loveliest people. Brought them out, showed them what, the damage in my house, explained to them I was an OAP living on a state pension with no big slush fund. And it'd been no fault of my own. I stayed at home for 19 years to rear my children. I did go back and I had a full-time job for so many years, and then it was part-time. So I didn't have the time to get the slush fund together. And then that house, when I got it needed to be furnished. So what I had, I put into it, because I said, this is it, I won't be doing this again. And, I bought well, and, I take a lot of care of the house. And now, the whole thing about this thing, there's one point that's been missed an awful lot, and that is, if I predecease this, that house, that's it. It's one house, one application. And if I predecease it, it's gone. It's only going to be a load of rubble that is going to cost my family to clear that site. Yeah. And I think that is a travesty of justice. It's a disgrace. Yeah. And the government to even suggest that. And I mean, by the law of averages, I'm 71 next month. I'll be gone, by the law of averages, by most of the young people. And, they're talking, I thought we would have been talking maximum 3 years. But now I'm here in 10 years. Where am I going to be in 10 years? It's very scary. I did have a very bad fall recently, and I had a serious head injury. And, and it just, I don't know how it happened really. And that's scary. Because I'm thinking of my family too. The house, it would be a beautiful legacy to hand on. So all I can hope for that this government, I mean, I always thought that politicians were ruthless, but I think the present crowd are verging on criminal where we're concerned. Yeah. They've absolutely no thought for us. Nobody had thought about OAPs, that, as I say, we wouldn't have this money, or single people, or very young people. And I know what devastation is at a young age. I was 29 years of age, I had 3 children under 3.5, a baby of 6 weeks, and I was burnt out of house and home. So I do know what loss, devastation and suffering is, but I sure didn't think I'd be facing it at this stage of my life. This should be my time, to really sit back. Now, out of this, like every bad situation, some good has come out. I have met such lovely people that I never would have met. It has made me reach out. I'm actually starting a course this week. Like Paddy, literally Paddy Diver, I nearly put it, he saved my life. I had no hope till I phoned Paddy Diver.
Brilliant.
And I owe everything to Paddy. And as far as I'm concerned, he will go down in history.